Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Monday afternoon, day 8 in this series of short videos about me, my trike and all the gear that I carry on it. Back in Epping Forest today, and isn't the weather good again? So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Tim and I ride a recumbent trike to lots of nice places, and I'm making videos for YouTube. If you enjoy that kind of thing, then please think about subscribing if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you very much. So those of you that have seen me saying that loads and loads of times recently, my apologies. So it might be sunny, but it's also a little bit windy, so apologies if there's too much wind noise in any of today's footage. I've still yet to sort that wind muff out. So today, as I say, is day 8, and I'm going to be talking about the food that I like to eat whilst I'm on the trike, both just on day rides and whilst I'm on tour. Today is brought to you by the suggestion of Robert Tengler last week. Thanks for this one, Robert. Robert asked, what do I like to eat when I'm on the trike? So let's have a discussion. So I'm a little bit disappointed today. Coming out to talk about food, I got all the ingredients ready for making myself a nice chicken curry in the forest. And I was going to bring you guys along and eat whilst we talk. So why aren't we doing that? Because just as I was about to come out this afternoon, I realised that I didn't have any gas left in the little canister that I've been using all week, and I don't have any others. Unfortunately, there wasn't time for me to go out and get another one either, because it's already quite late in the day and I've got to get this edited when I get back. So we'll have to cook chicken curry another day. That'll teach me to drink so much coffee, eh? So, food-wise then, I'm quite lucky in that there's very little that I won't eat. I think shellfish is about the only thing that I really don't have a great liking for. I don't have any allergies, so I'm lucky in that respect too. And I'm not vegetarian or vegan or anything like that, so yeah, pretty much I can eat anything that I fancy. So my only real concerns when I'm on tour are my only real concerns when it comes to food on tour is weight and packability. So the easiest way to cut down on the weight is not to pack the food. Alright?
Alright.
So what I mean by that is eat out wherever I can. I mean, everywhere I'm touring at the moment, I've been able to find food on most days without having to carry any of the main meals myself. I'll always have porridge oats with me for breakfast. But yeah, main meals, I've, as I say, been touring in areas where I can eat out most of the time in cafes or restaurants, or of course in the hotel at the end of the day if that's where I'm staying. But if I did have to pack food, it would always be the lightweight options. I wouldn't be taking jars and tins. And I also use, like you've seen, those little travel containers for things like herbs and spices. Herbs and spices and oils and things like that, they can go in those little travel containers, which are really handy. The only spices I would carry would be recipe specific, so I don't have salt and pepper. I think in the West there's generally enough salt in our food without having to add more anyhow. I can go without pepper. So as I say, the only other spices I would take would be like today, curry powder, because I knew I was going to have a curry. But I wouldn't just carry spices for the sake of it. Now, of course, having said all that, I'm going to lose my breath in a minute, by the way. I've got a big hill to go up. But, so having said all that, last year, as you know, I toured without any sort of stove or means of cooking at all. That's going to change this year. So I think there's going to be a lot more cooking involved. So what I actually carry food-wise is going to change as well. We'll develop that as the year goes by. The back wheel's almost slipping. There's always another gear. It's no good me trying to show you the hill. You'll never see it in the camera anyhow. There's not many hills in Epping Forest, but they're short and sharp. Right, let me get my breath back. And of course, if I'm touring, the sort of foods that I would be looking for are the dehydrated or dry foods We can always add water later if necessary. But there's no point in carrying wet food around, it just weighs too much. Apart from maybe bananas. Partial to a proper hydrated banana. And dehydrated bananas are a bit new. But I'll eat other dried fruit. And of course, talking about water, that's one of the real big heavyweight items, isn't it? So you've seen my two little bottle carriers at the front. That's all I try to carry on most days. So 2 800ml bottles. I mean, once again, the places that I've toured up till now, never too far from some fresh bottled water. But should I run out, I do have a soy squeeze water filter, so I can pretty much grab water from anywhere. You can even take water out of a ditch for that. I was hoping to bring the soy squeeze with me today to show you, but I couldn't find it before I came out. But if you search soy squeeze water filter on YouTube, there's lots of people using them. Really small, really lightweight, and an endless supply of drinking water. And obviously on a day trip, I've been talking about touring all this time, on a day trip you just take whatever you want for that day. I still try and keep it fairly lightweight, but I do enjoy cooking outdoors. So on day trips, yeah, it's quite nice just to stop for an hour and cook yourself something really good. And ultimately, of course, when you're on tour, the whole delight is you can eat whatever you want, because you are absolutely going to burn off a ton more afterwards. So yeah, as I said, keep watching the channel this year. I'm going to be developing my menus as we go along, because I'm carrying the stove all the time. Hopefully with some hopefully with a full gas bottle another time. But yeah, food's definitely going to be a developing theme as we go through 2019 for me. So Robert, I hope that answered the question. If as always, if I've missed anything blindingly obvious, please just let me know in the comments below, and we can always answer them later. So we've had quite a few comments overnight on yesterday's video. I think it's time we had a look at a few of them. So one of the comments yesterday was from Tim Costello. Tim, thank you for the comment. Tim asked, Tim, how can I support your channel? Well, that's an enormous question. It's almost worth a video by itself, but we won't. I'll answer it now. So, I ride my trike for enjoyment, obviously. I enjoy it tremendously. And I also like making the videos. I'm not in this for financial gain. I don't have a Patreon account. At the moment I don't intend on having a Patreon account. Eventually, one day, I guess, I might hit 1,000 subscribers and YouTube will start paying me some advertising revenue. For me, that's enough. Other support that you guys can give me right now is through liking my videos, subscribing, hitting that little bell notification by the side of the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time I post a video, and then just watching my videos. The way I understand YouTube working is that they count the minutes that people are watching videos. So the more people that watch my videos for longer, the more my channel will appear in that recommended column down the side of other people's screens. So what I really need from you guys is to hit that like button and watch each of my videos for as long as you can possibly stand it. Yeah, I understand you can't always get to the end. Sometimes I bore you silly. But if you can manage to get to the end and give it a like, that would support my channel. The other thing that you could do to support my channel at the moment, I know that lots of you will be on different forums or members of clubs, or just have friends that enjoy cycling and triking and just recumbents in general. Share my channel with them. Share my channel with your friends, on forums, anywhere on the internet, on Facebook, with people that you think would enjoy my content. That's the sort of support that I'm looking for at the moment. The other side of that is, of course, other forms of social media. If you could share it on Facebook, Twitter, it's another way of me gaining another audience. If you right click on any of my videos, the top option on that screen says copy URL. So just copy the URL, open up Twitter and paste what you've copied into a tweet and hit enter. That's enough. That would be supporting my channel tremendously. But as I said yesterday, you guys are already giving me a whole ton of support through all the good comments and advice that you give me, the likes, and just by the views that I get. And for that, as I say every day, and I mean it, I really do appreciate it. I'm really grateful for all the support that you give me. So Tim, thanks for that question, and keep watching. Thank you. Several of you have given me some hints and advice on the drivetrain. I'll be looking at it all, as I've got to replace the chain. Yeah, I'll be looking at the roll-off sprocket at the back, all the way through the idler and all the way up to the sprocket on the FNEO. I mean, the FNEO is only, what, 3 or 4 months old, so I don't think I'll have too many problems with that. I'll certainly be looking at the other bits along the drivetrain, including the tubes. So thank you for all the help and advice on that. RJ, good to see you back in the comments as well. Get those stand assist bars, you won't regret it. They're so helpful. One or two of you have suggested that I get heated socks. I have to say, until Richard mentioned them yesterday, I didn't know they existed. We don't have them, well, I dare say we do have them in the UK somewhere, but our winters are so mild, we don't generally need them. I'm sure somebody sells them somewhere in the UK, but it's not something I'd heard of. But anyhow, heated socks, as Richard pointed out, leads to sweaty feet, and sweaty feet equals cold feet in the end. I don't want sweaty feet. I'm going to look out for them though, they sound really good. If they're not very expensive, it might be worth just trying them out for the fun of it. Also had a couple of people asking me now what tools and spare parts I would carry on tour. I think we'll save that one for Wednesday, shall we? Yeah, so Tuesday's health and fitness. Wednesday we're going to talk about spare parts and tools that I would carry with me, both on day rides and on tour. Thursday, looks like I'll be having a day off. Unless you guys can come up with something else for me to chat about or show you. Wednesday will be the last one in this small series for now. And finally on the comments for today, Steve M. I'm sorry you got upset that I posted the video at the wrong time whilst you were cycling to work. If you email me your works rotor, I'll be sure to post it when you're available next time. Really sorry about that. That did make me chuckle. Thank you for that one. Right guys, it's getting on. I'd better get home and get this one edited and posted. Otherwise it's all a bit pointless really. Right, I'm on my way home then. I'll see you tomorrow guys. Have a good day. Stay safe. Cheers then. Ta-da.